pues sí, vamos a iniciar con Assassin's Creed 3, la versión remasterizada. Este me salió gratis por el que compré el Assassin's Creed Odyssey, el Ultimate Edition. Entonces vamos a entrar. En el Odyssey me aventé como 120 horas. Individual, la tiranía del Washington, cuál contenido descargable, opciones, salir, opción individual. Empezar partida nueva. Nana's Journey.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus.
Sí, claro, entonces
A device that allows us to enter and experience
el que va a ser revelaciones.
It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. And it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Ah, ok, ya salimos de Abstergo. Creo que es donde se queda Revelations, que escapamos de Abstergo.
Let's go.
Ok. Creo que este lo jugué alguna vez, pero nada más como el inicio. No me acuerdo. Creo que fue en Play 3. Que aquí en la cueva es en su base. Ok. No creo que tengas una puta del Eden.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Ok, ya vamos a avanzar. No. Alicia es la hizo. ¿Para acá abajo? No. Ah, es una puerta, sí, claro.
I think we're here.
Ah, la vista del águila, no me acordaba de eso. Ya me he acostumbrado a el de Odyssey. Con el águila, con el halcón. Pues los controles son los mismos, nada más que aquí no tengo pues como poderes. Y matar es más rápido. 2, 3 espadazos y ya se mueren. Ufash, ¿qué es eso? Rubik te los hizo. Ah, no. Es como una cabeza eso. Ah, no, es una piedra.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Me encanta esta época de la historia.
Desmond?
Digo, es muy triste, pero
Do
me
you hear
encanta
us?
la época.
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Las
Right.
pantallas de cara
Of
están
course.
mejor que las
Son,
del Odyssey. Que no puedes
No,
hacer
it's
nada.
fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Ah, su papá. Está Alicia.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major
vamos con el
issues.
tutorial.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Ok, con R2 corremos. Con X
Okay,
escalamos.
Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Ok. Listo. Está más alto este. Vamos a darnos la vuelta, no podemos.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Esto es de volada, rapidito.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Estos saltos los extraña demasiado. Vamos a saltar esa barra.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Creo que era aéreo, pero pues, X, el caso que se murió. ¿Qué por allá no era? Sí, claro que es para acá. No, era para atrás. Ok. De aquí no podemos ir para allá. Vamos a saltar derecho. Ok, de aquí. Era la ventana. Sí, claro. ¿Qué sonso? Y ya llegamos.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple
Miren
wants.
nada más esos atuendos están padrísimos. Podrá ser un juego muy viejo, pero está padrísimo, me encanta.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right,
James
sir?
Holman,
Yes, fine.
A10.
I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please.
No,
Shall I
hombre, con la
take your
invitación.
coat, sir?
Nuevo correo electrónico recibido. Señalados
Ladies
para
and
leerlo.
gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Ok, ya voy, tengo hambre. Quítense, yo llegué primero.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Se me va a pasar.
My apologies.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how
Como que
happy I
todos se
was
odian.
to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
A ver. No, pero ya lo veo.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
Ah, lo vamos a matar.
I already have.
Ok, entonces me paro al baño.
A thousand pardons. So sorry. My
A thousand
apologies.
pardons. Eso no te lo había escuchado. Ah, sí, no, no, era el hombre que está escalando una escalera. Claro, y nadie lo ve. Sí, por supuesto. Ok. Es un juego y nadie lo ve. Nadie ve a un hombre escalando. Y los que están enfrente hasta el otro lado. Trepa hasta el palco. Ok, vamos a forzar la cerradura. Gira L para localizar y mantener el ángulo de la tensión. Ahí está. Gira para localizar y mantener el ángulo de tensión. Ahí está. Romper cerradura. De volada me meto a cualquier lado. Hay un modo de cruzar el escenario. Pues trepando por todos lados. Ups. Ok, vámonos a esta pared.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put a bloom in your cheek.
Aquí hay alguien. Aquí arriba hay alguien. A ver si les pongo otra cuerda para la otra. Aquí vamos a dar la vueltecita. Y yo creo que para allá arriba. No, para la izquierda. Y ya llegamos. Ahí está solo, sin seguridad ni nada. ¿Qué? Está bien feo su lugar, ni ve nada.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
¿Qué ojotes tiene ese niño? ahora sí vamos a coger porque esas señoras van a gritar segurito.
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one that's in the murder! That man there! Seize him! Killed in the upper balconies!
Oh, my!
But I've done no wrong. I swear it. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon.
Don't
push him, please!
Please! Let us through! Peace, friends, there is no danger! Peace, friends, there is no danger!
No sé, no vi nada. Vámonos. ¿Estos están ahí parados?
It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing in there? Move! Move! Order! We must have order! Imbecile!
Vámonos para allá.
Where are you going?
Aparte, no creo que le diga nada porque va como muy bien vestido. Yo creo que los que paran son como muy X.
I need to get out. Too close in here. I must get
Listo, nos escapamos.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
No se preocupen, yo lo traigo. All on the board, the board. Mi nave de Odyssey estaba más padre. Y es como
Some fresh air might do.
800 siglos más vieja. Los datos de Anonymous, el Province, que es el nombre del barco, ¿no?
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith,
Se van a
my friend.
motinar.
You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought.
And yet here you are. Fancy yourself